Hola! Here I am reporting live from my desk. Actually, not much to report. I'm just checking in and letting everyone know that I am alive and well, and this will probably be the last time that you guys see me for a while because I stupidly have elected to answer the question, what if Carthage would have won? Um, so, if you are a person who is educated here in the United States, you're probably going, Carthage. I remember hearing something about Carthage a long time ago, maybe kind of sort of when I watched a movie about something. Yeah, that's pretty much the education that we got on Carthage, being educated here in the United States. But in actuality, Carthage was one battle away from taking down Rome, which then would have resulted in the Carthaginian Empire and a Carthaginization of Europe, which meant black folks would have been running everything for a much longer time than what was already happening. By the way, black folks ran stuff for a long time, so we're clear. We don't really get that in our history books here. I find that very interesting. And it makes me wonder what the implications are for the Americas. How black would the Americas be? How much more black would it be? Because obviously, if you go to the islands, you're already going to see black people there, but typically, not on the winning side. You know what I'm saying? So while yes, for those of you few people who do know about Carthage, you know that yes, there were Phoenicians in there. It was more than that. It was Phoenicians and it was people from all over, but for the most part, they were dark. It also makes me wonder what the Christian story would look like. Will we be seeing white Jesuses everywhere when clearly no one from that part of the world has blonde hair and blue eyes? So, what would the religious implications be? How much more of us would be Muslim versus Catholic, um, or versus Christian? Full stop. I'm not saying that the Reformation wouldn't have happened and that, this wouldn't be a Christian country, but I'm saying that the Americas are largely Catholic and Christian because the Spaniards are the ones who settled it and at the time were essentially doing an ethnic cleansing in the peninsula. So, yeah, things would be different. And it just makes me wonder how they would be different. It also makes me wonder if there would have would there have been a Spanish Inquisition? So anyway, all these things are supposed to be researched. I am essentially doing what the West would look like if would have been Carthaginized instead of Romanized. And this is for a term paper. I think I chose poorly, but since my awesome, awful professor has decided to provide me with a bibliography, now I feel obligated to actually pursue this giant work. So, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm sure I will have some moments in which I come up for air and say, hey, this is what I've learned. But I like for you guys to be left with an image of what I look like before I start studying. Even this is without mascara, so I and my eyebrows aren't done. So typically I actually look a little better, but this is what I look like currently in the case you guys see me later and I look like a crazy person. So hello to everyone. I hope to eventually see you again. I hope to not die in a bucket of fried chicken, which is likely considering the probability of me cooking has gone from a high probability to nil. And yeah, that's my life for the next few weeks. And by few weeks, I mean like a month and a half. All right. Love and happiness.